Good morning and welcome to the Joseph Apartments Talk Show. We have a wonderful group of guests today to really help you with your apartment needs, whether it's management or taxes or the next property, whatever you're looking for. We've got the best advisors and vendors in the business. So I'm going to start with Salvador. Salvador, what's the name of your company and what do you do?
SM Painting Corp, and I do painting and remodelings for movings and sanitizing.
Okay, so you go in, the tenants left it as a mess. Hasn't happened to any of our clients, but tenants left it in a mess. You go in and just take care of everything.
Correct. I do the cleanup. I do clean the walls before we paint. We do the conversions from the old oil base to the new acrylics.
What's the most popular type of paint right now for tenants or landlords? When you have a vacant apartment, what type of paint do they say they'd like you to, or what do you recommend for tenants for apartments?
Semi-gloss is the best.
Any color in particular right now?
Swiss coffee. It's what
Swiss
we are
coffee?
using.
You heard it first?
There you go.
Swiss coffee is the best red. How do we get a hold of you? How do the clients get a hold of you?
They can call me at 714-322-9006, or they can email me at smpaintscheduling@gmail.com.
Okay. And what area do you cover? Is there
Orange County,
Orange County?
part of LA County.
And you were recommended to us by the Orange County Apartment Association.
That's correct.
High standards. I have yet to get their recommendation. They got high standards of the Orange County Apartment Association. Our next guest is the sponsor of today's show, my daughter, Julia Joseph-Nolin, and she and her husband, Stephen, a wonderful man, just started a new company called Golden Coast
Handyman Services.
Handyman Services. So Julia, welcome to the show, and thank you for sponsoring our show. And tell us about your company.
Yeah, it's called Golden Coast Professional Handyman Services, and we work for property management companies and individual apartment owners and homeowners, and doing everything from stucco repair, replacing toilets, minor electrical. We just finished a laminate flooring install, and you can contact us by phone, 562-201-6137. No job is too small, and we'd love to service your handyman needs.
You know, they're just starting. They're hungry. Remember when we started our company, we were hungry and we would work for nothing forever. I'm not saying take advantage of my son-in-law, but they want business. So if you have anything you need done in your apartment or your home, take advantage of them. And I say this as the father-in-law. Matt has done a great job for me. Matt's boss, William Sansma, and I have known each other since we were both young and good looking.
Yep.
And
Still are.
William Sansma is a great guy. He's a legend in the apartment business. I don't think there's anybody better or knowledgeable in apartments. And Bill sent Matt to our company to take care of our clients. So what's going on in the apartment loan business? Anything hot going on as far as trends or rates or?
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty big buzz, especially here in the state of California. You know, rents are going up each year, which benefits a landlord. We also have rates going up each year. So we got rents, cash flow going up, and rates, which then is also affecting your cash flow. So a lot of people are locking in new long-term fixed rates, refinancing, pulling cash out while they can, while the money's cheap, pulling out their equity to acquire another apartment building, or maybe doing a 1031 exchange. You know, we do bridge financing so we can help them identify their up leg, help them finance the up leg, and then take care of the down leg later. So there's a lot going on.
Now, what about the fixed? My recollection is you're pretty much stuck with 5 years. Has that changed?
Yeah, the average fixed rate is 3, 5, 7, and 10 years fixed.
Nothing beyond 10?
There is 15 and 30-year fixed rates, but your rates are probably going to just kill your cash flow at that point.
So if I have an apartment building and I've seen my rates, my adjustable rate go up, it's been really fun for the last 10 years to see it go down, you know, every year, right? But now the game's changed, so every time I get my statement, it starts creeping up. What does your company and Bill recommend? If it's creeping up, do you recommend a 3 fixed, a 5 fixed? Certainly not a 30 or a 15, right?
Right. With the 30 and the 15, the very long-term fixed rates, you have pretty aggressive prepay penalties, which could detriment your cash flow in the long run, should you refinance or sell. So I think depending on your objectives, if you know you're going to sell within the next 3 years,
I'm gonna keep it forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say?
You know, for good cash flow, I would lock in a new 7 or 10-year fixed rate. You know, the rates are still going to be probably anywhere from 4 3/4 to 5% on a 7 and 10-year fix.
So roughly right now, what's an adjustable and then what's a 7?
So an adjustable starting out.
Yeah, just starting today, and then I say a 7 fix. What's that differential roughly?
On the rate,
Yeah.
it could be about 3/4,
Well, that's not much.
3/4% to 1%.
Okay.
Yeah, but if your rate is adjusting quarterly, and the feds keep raising their rates every other quarter, that could have a pretty big effect on you.
So Matt, if I've got a loan and I don't know what to do, for no charge, you would take a look at it and give me some objective advice. Leave it alone, get it fixed. You know, you tell me what to do.
Yeah, we love to counsel. We love to give advice, free of charge. Anyone can contact me, 714-908-5293. And my email is mbrown@fbfloans.com.
Now, Matt, like Stephen, Julia's husband, is young and energetic, but behind him, I want you guys to know, is an unbelievable legend in the business, advising him, counseling him, giving him suggestions. So I think that's an awesome place that you are, Matt. I have tremendous respect for Bill and everything that he does. So
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, and
appreciate it.
hopefully our clients get a hold of you. Chris is someone that's going to help us with the 1031 process, and a lot of my clients want to get out of apartments, but they don't know what to do, and that's a big question. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to go back into apartments. I don't want to pay capital gains, and so Chris is uniquely qualified to help my clients out of that dilemma. So, are you promoting something today, Chris?
Yes, I am, in fact. We are, myself, some other providers, we have an accommodator here. We're getting together with Jim's office, and we're doing a seminar here in Whittier. It's on July 18th at 7 p.m. at the Palm Park Event Center. And if you call me at 877-313-1868 or call Jim's office, we can get you set up, get you on the list, and get your seat reserved.
Free iPod. Win a free iPod.
Yes, we've got a lot of raffle prizes. We've got an iPod. We've got a $50 gift certificate to Lascari's down the street. So good prizes. Come and hear what we've got to say.
So Chris, I'm selling my apartment building. I don't want to buy another one. I don't want to pay capital gains. What are clients doing now? What's the trend as far as their uplet?
Well, what I've been doing since 2001 is dealing with partial interest properties. So I've been showing investors how they can sell their apartment complexes and retire, so to speak, from the active management of real estate. They can buy, for example, part of a 300-unit apartment complex in Dallas, or they can buy part of a triple net leased property in, say, Nashville, Tennessee, another good growing area. So in doing that, they can get their assets out of California. That's important to some people nowadays. They can avoid having to settle their tax bill, so to speak. They can keep all their principal invested, growing, and paying them income. And then they can sit back and collect their monthly checks without having to deal with the tenants' toilets and trash that us landlords deal
The
with
triple
sometimes.
T.
Yes.
Never heard that before. Did you know about that? Is that
No, it's an old colleague of mine came up with that.
So if someone's watching this and they're contemplating selling, they can call you. You'll show them the options, like a CVS in Phoenix or a 20-unit apartment building in Portland, Oregon.
Yes, most of our apartment buildings, for example, are larger. It's 250 units and up, because we're selling people a part of that apartment complex. And doing that, basically my investors can stretch their investment dollars. With, say, $500,000 of equity, they could buy a piece of a institutional grade, professionally managed 300-unit apartment complex. So in addition to offering them the opportunity to step away from active management, we're also offering them properties that they ordinarily wouldn't have access to on their own.
Okay.
They wouldn't be able to buy a CVS with $500,000,
So
for example.
once again, this is when?
This is July 18th on Wednesday.
Okay, and you'll be there speaking.
I will.
So if you're watching this and you have questions, you want to talk to Chris face to face, that's a great place. And your phone number?
My phone number is 877-313-1868. 1868. And you can check out my website at chrismiller1031.com, chrismiller1031.com.
On the Joseph Apartments Talk Show, we recommend shameless self-promotion of all these vendors, so good job, Chris. Least but not last is Dean, and Dean is our credit corrector. And I've recommended to you guys, if you have a tenant and you like the tenant, but they've had some rough patches economically, instead of saying no to them, send them to Dean and say, hey, listen, I'd love to have you, but you got to get your FICO score up to a certain number. And instead of saying no, you can give them other alternatives. So Dean, what do you do, and what should a apartment owner know about your business?
Well, my name is Dean Tapie, and I'm a co-owner of Pacific West Credit. We're a licensed credit repair company under the DOJ guidelines. What's important about having good credit, it can prevent you from financing or obtaining good financing rates. So if you have tenants that are been there long term and want to move and buy a place, or if you have a tenant that does not qualify for your FICO requirements, they may want to contact me. My number is 714-323-5538, but I will give you three tips to increase your credit score without my services. One is to pay down your balance to 30% of your limit, okay? That's free advice. Two, always ask for an increase of your limit at least once a year. That creates more credit worthiness, which gives you an automatic FICO bump or boost, I guess.
So even if you don't need it, ask them for more.
That's correct, because if you look at a credit report, nobody that has 3 credit cards at $3,000 limit, okay, that had them for 5 years, will never be above 700. If you look at somebody that's 740, 750, their credit cards are either they have a revolving account, they have an installment account, and real estate account. Those three, make the blender go up. But also, if you have a credit card that you don't use, the furnishers or credit card companies will actually close that account because it costs them money to report to the bureaus and to do paperwork. So you don't want to lose that credit history. So if you have a Discover card that you haven't used in years, go out to dinner, put $100 on it, because they will close that account and it'll say closed account. You'll get a notice in the mail, and you didn't request it. They're doing it on their behalf because guess what? You're not using their money, and that's how they make money.
Is that 3?
I think that's 3.
Okay.
I got more, but I only got 3 seconds. So
Thank you. And how do we get hold of you?
714-323-5538. Consultation's always free, and you can go to our website, www.pacificwestcredit.com.
So with the exception of my son-in-law and daughter, these are people I recommend. Highly qualified, do a good job, and I'm sending them to you so you can use them. I send my business to them, and you can trust them. So thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you here at the office.